And in less than 2 weeks, voters will head to the polls and cast their ballots, and both campaigns are focusing on key battleground states that will ultimately decide this election. Brand new polls reveal that Team Obama has the right to be very anxious, very nervous, very upset, because the latest Rasmussen polls in New Hampshire show that Governor Romney's in the lead, 50-48, and in the all-important swing state of Ohio, the race as of today is a dead heat. Both Romney, Obama, sitting at 48%. Here to crunch the numbers are the author of Branding America, and that is Republican strategist Noel Nickpour. Democratic strategist Bernard Whitman is back as well. Also, if you look at Virginia, Romney's up. Right. Florida, Romney's up. Wisconsin, it's dead even. Colorado, Romney's up. I mean, if anyone would have told me at this point that's where we are 13 days out, I would have taken that.
Yeah, you know, we are really encouraged. And matter of fact, I have been getting a lot of requests from different donors around, especially right now, a big group from Texas wanting to be put into some super PACs because they are so charged. They're so fired up. And this also helps some of the close Senate races there, too.
That is one of the enthusiasm gap is major. And right now it's favoring the Republicans by a pretty significant margin.
I don't see that at all. In fact, this race is always going to be close.
I don't care what you see, but every poll shows that the enthusiasm is about a 16-point swing from 2008.
I have not seen the enthusiasm gap, a huge gap in favor of Romney. What I do see is there's one path that Mitt Romney has to the Electoral College, and that's through Ohio. Unfortunately, Barack Obama is going to take Ohio. He's been consistently ahead there. 1 in 8 jobs in Ohio depends on the auto sector. And to paraphrase our president, Detroit and Ohio, don't forget. Mitt Romney is going to lose the election largely on the basis of being against the auto.
This is wishful thinking. All right, that's what you want to happen, but we don't know in fact. Go ahead.
I think between failed policies and this Libya crisis, which they're going to blow to the top of the roof, I think actually Romney's going to take it. Look, people are even saying behind the scenes before they come on shows, Democrats, that we do have a good chance. This is neck and neck, folks.
Yeah, if you look, even the New York Times and Democrats are vocal now about how nervous they are. You could see the panic. If you watch NBC News, I mean, the race card is now being played on a regular basis.
Because they got nothing. They have nothing. They tried to manufacture the war on women crisis. They've tried everything. What?
But let me posit something that's going to make your head explode. So get ready for this. Buckle in. I think that actually my son predicted this 2 months ago. I think it's increasingly likely, still a small possibility, but increasingly likely that Mitt Romney does in fact win the popular vote, loses Ohio, loses the Electoral College, and therefore
we can sit here and
loses
speculate,
the election.
But the reality is all we have at this point are polls. And if you look at the national numbers, I mean, there's nobody that has been above 50% this late in the election, 10 days in a row, as Romney has been, and lost.
He's crushing it in the debates. Look at the debates.
Please. Did you see the last debate?
You really want to tell me?
You look like a deer in the headlights.
Deer in the headlights.
He absolutely looked Nixon-esque.
All right, forget about, we already debated the debate. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
I think that he's won. I had the privilege of being able to watch the debate at the Hoover Institute this time. And it was really awesome to see a lot of the people like the John Taylor, George Shultz.
There's one thing that I think the debates did do overall, and that is that your side so overreached with Romney wants to kill people and kill grandma and poison air and water that when they got to listen to Romney themselves, they said he's smart. He's not this evil Satan that the Obama campaign has tried to advance this narrative on. He's very, very thoughtful, serious, presidential.
And evidently a moderate. Or is he conservative? He switches positions repeatedly.
You mean like gay marriage? Obama switched 3 times. You want to talk about flipping and flopping and flailing? That's Obama. I'm going to cut the deficit in half. He didn't do that either.
Mitt Romney disavowed his tax cut in front of 70 million people.
By him picking Paul Ryan, he shows that he is a conservative because Paul Ryan is about as right and conservative as you can get on the platform.
But he agreed with half the things the president said. Look, this is 47-47 right now, 48-48. All paths go through Ohio.
No, it's not. The national polls are not that. You just read them. If you
average the national polls, I'm sorry, love Scott Rasmussen, he's a good friend, but his polls are 3 points in your favor.
That's all the time we have left.